Hey everybody, welcome to another clip. So in today's clip, I'm gonna be dissecting, probably hands down the most powerful Utopia deck I've ever built. I converted Galaxy. I always wanted to build a Utopia deck with, Yuma and Kite and shit like that. I just never really knew the right cards to put in before Galaxy Eyes got their, support cards and stuff like that, which really helped me piece everything together. I was thinking after a while, okay, I could build a Utopia board pretty gay. I could have Soul Drain. I've done boards, you guys see me with Soul Drain, where I lock them out of their graveyard, and a Abyss Dweller, so that's double graveyard negate in case they Harpy Feather Dust or my, they can't Lightning Storm my Abyss Dweller because I always put them in defense mode, so there was that. I did Utopia board where I had ABC Dragon, which was a banish, so I would have ABC Dragon set up for the next turn. They would forget about it, and then that would always clutch me up. Reset, Exi summon. By banishing ABC Dragon, I get level 4s on the field, right? I did boards where I had Egyptian God cards out. I've done a lot of crazy boards. I've done boards where I have 2 graveyard and hand negates, like 5-7 negates, stuff like that. But what I was trying to figure out, you see, in my group of friends, I have like majority of all of them now, they use meta. They use tier decks, they use really good decks. The 5th friend that I have, his name's Sparky, and he likes to use Axis 8. Axis 8 is a deck that it just clears boards. It's got Lava Golem, it's got Kaijus, it's got that beast card to reset the Kaiju to, get off your field. It's got Lightning Storm, the Kaiju pop spell card. It's got everything to neutralize you, then summon Numeron Dragon and FTK. So it's a very powerful going second deck, and out of all my friends, he was always the last person that, even online, when people use that different types of versions of that deck, I can't beat. And nobody who sets up a board can beat, because their whole purpose is to destroy your board. So then I was thinking, I put the Galaxy engine in there, and I was thinking, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can burn these guys. Why not, instead of doing a basic, why not, instead of just having the gates on the board, I go first, I just exceed somebody to kill you. So that's where the whole Galaxy Wave came into idea. And pretty much to pull off this combo, you need 2 monsters that could special summon, and you need 2 extra extensions to pull off the full. Because if you have 2 Galaxy Waves on the field, every Exi summon you do, they're taking 8,000. They're taking 1,000 damage. For a Utopia, for a Utopia full board, you do damn near. Hold on, Sage. Okay, I have to count this one. So you're doing Sage, Prime Mathmech, Future, Draco, Double, Utopia, Utopia Prime, 99. That's already 8 summons, so they're dead. Then you do an extra summon to summon Leo. Then next turn you summon another Xyz monster. That's 10 summons. That's so they're pretty much dead. Here I kind of panicked because this was the first time I kind of figured out how to pull everything off. I could have just went into Future, and then Draco, and then summon Giant Hand, and I would have killed him on my first turn. But it didn't matter because he was still dead. So this is the first duel. Very good. So now, like, I got to Plat 1 very easily with my deck. But every time I get to Plat 1, the issue is that the game just makes me only go second up against like a full board Sprite or full board whatever, and it's hard for me to out it, and I lose. So I just tell my friend, just use my Dragon Link deck, win the match. Because I don't use Dragon Link, I don't use meta, right? So I don't want to use it, it's just not my style. So I get somebody that knows how to use the deck, get me the diamond, and then from diamond I use my Utopia deck and got the diamond for it. So right here I have to explain something. So we have full combo. We don't have to go into Mathmic with 3 materials to search out Astral because we already have Xyz Tactics. So having Xyz Tactics already in my hand with Galaxy Wave up against an Axis 8 deck, which is what my friend Sparky's using right now. We were doing it for 40 minutes. We were going back and forth. It was pretty fun. It's just when I duel, I like to set up things on the board. I like to at least put up my board. If I lose, I lose. Big deal. You know, you can't cry about it. Unless you're using meta. Because then, yes, I'm going to cry about it. But other than that, yeah, so his deck is a natural going second deck, just like any Access 8 deck. So, you know what I'm saying? The knowledge of knowing what your opponent is using makes it easier for you to win, right? So here I am, I'm going into my place. I'm thinking of what to get. I add Utopia Burster, but I never ever saw it in my hand when I did my +5 draws, so I eventually took it out. But right now, if you already have Galaxy Wave in your hand and you have, it doesn't even matter if you have mid Utopia combo, they're dead. One Galaxy Wave with full Utopia combo, you're going to put them down to 3,000 life points. 3,000, roughly 1,000, depending on how much Xyz summons you actually do, right? Like obviously if there's so many interruptions, you may only get them to maybe 3,000, but if there's no interruptions, you could possibly get them to like 1,000 like I did in the first one. So I'm doing basic standard extensions that I already know. I activate Galaxy Eyes Wave. So I'm up against an Access 8 deck. I can't after I activate 99's effect, I'm only going to be able to attack with my Xyz monsters. But once his field is free from Xyz cards, I can't do anything. I could have killed him with Utopia Double, but I wanted to show off this new type of engine that I put in my Utopia deck, which I feel every Utopia player should do. Because if you already have Galaxy Wave in your hand, you can just Xyz summon and kill him. He doesn't get a next turn. You know what I mean? I just think that's so much more clever, because all we know how to do is Xyz summon. Overlaying an Xyz summon, that's our tech. So us doing that really isn't a problem. It's more funner to do it this way and still have a board and still have full combo, because there is another way you can burn somebody with just using Numeron Dragon and another Xyz card, where once you gain life points you burn them. But you know, the people are only using a standard 40 card Utopia deck, and that deck's not strong enough. A deck like that, you're still gonna brick. It's not like every single time you're gonna get that spell card and that trap card to help you kill them. This is 100% guaranteed, 100% search with the Galactic Tyranno and Jumper. You send Jumper to the graveyard and you activate Gigantic Tyranno, you can get both these motherfuckers in your hand, and then they're dead. If you already have it in your hand, then they're dead, because you're gonna summon Galaxy Tyranno anyways. You don't even need Xyz Tactics, you just get the other one, you Xyz summon, and that's it. It's GG. So right now, my friend's getting burned to a fucking crisp, and I'm enjoying every minute of it, because it took me a long time to get to this point, like duelist wise, and I would say like just building a deck wise, that it's just so fucking genius. Like, all I'm doing right now is Xyz summon and he can't stop it, and he's getting burnt to fucking hell. So I go here into 99. I'm just showing you guys how good the deck. If we can get, if I even get 50 likes on, or not 50 likes, if I get maybe like 30 likes on this vid and maybe like 50 views or some shit like that, then I'll post like a deck list or something. But the reason why this is going to be an hour video is because I'm just trying to show you how well this deck works, climb and rank in plat. So I XZ summon, you know, it's his turn, boom, he's dead. Oh, I think that was my turn. Yeah, that was my turn. He didn't even get a second turn. So I'm just showing you what the deck can do. Obviously, Access 8 players run Nibiru and shit like that. I think the next game we had I lost, and then this was like the third game. No. The next duel I lost, and then the duel after that I won because he saw Galaxy Wave, he couldn't stop, he didn't want to sit there, and then this is the fourth match. We were just having a blast, and I was having fun because, you know, now I can do my Utopia combo with my Negates and burn them all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you couldn't do 8 summons, and like, they pass their turn and you're burning. If you even have one Galaxy Wave, like I said, you're gonna burn them till they have 3,000 life points. And what does 99 have? 3,000 attack points. So when you attack, they're dead. So basic shit. Access 8 player, you know, goes in Hope Harbinger. He's like, okay, this guy's got to use spell cards. Fine, whatever. Doesn't really bother me at all. I'm looking at Crossout Designator because, you know, I have Hope in my deck, but it's in my extra deck, so I can't negate that card. This duel, the reason why I put it was because he had a hand to neutralize me. Like he had a lot of interruptions in this duel here that made me had to really think outside the box. I get Kaiju, I get Lava Golemed. I can't remember if I got Nibiru or not, but I got the full Access 8 treatment. So I'm just showing you with these 3 clips just how important it is to have Galaxy Eyes Wave in the AZ's deck. There's no other like Xyz's deck that I know that summons more than Utopia. I feel like when it comes to how many Xyz cards you can get on a field, I feel like Utopia and Raid Raptor are kind of like neck and neck, because those decks can just Xyz summon a lot of times. Now Utopia still Xyz summons way more than Raid Raptor. Raid Raptor maybe does like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. Like they do maybe like 6 or 7 Xyz summons, but that's pretty much it. But yeah, I do like a lot more. I've decked out an elemental hero player with just like he max seed challenged me, and I guess he had Nibiru in his deck, and I decked him out. It's in one of my clips somewhere, I just can't remember which one. I think it was one of the clips where I was I think it was the clip where I was in plat 4, you know, climbing rank or some shit like that. That was the clip where I decked him out. So we're doing full extension here. Right. Pretty sure I'm gonna search Astral so I could draw into cards, because you see, the way you win in Yu-Gi-Oh is dependent on how many cards in your hand. Now, the reason why Jumper is so good, especially up against an Access 8 player, is because it's like a battle feeder. If they attack you with Numeron Dragon, if they get Numeron Dragon on the field, the whole idea of their deck is once it's their turn, they get rid of your field and they kill you. So if you have, they don't run Negates, they just have board remover. So if you have Jumper in your hand, he negates the battle phase. So he completely stops the battle phase. And if you have another turn, you can just go on Rising. You can get Hope Harbinger back. You can get 99 back. Bring out maybe another Xyz card if you wanted to, and win. If I have Galaxy Eyes Karibo in my hand from the Searcher from Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, then they still can't win, because I'm going to also negate the battle phase, and they can't stop it. If I have both Jumper and Galaxy Eyes Karibo in my hand, they're going to stop one with maybe one negate that they possibly may have in their deck, but I can still activate the other and neutralize the thing. And then once Jumper goes to the graveyard, I get another search engine for a spell card. So all these things are just, for me, building my decks is just try on error. All my friends use meta, so the only way for me to see if my deck is good or if, you know, it can work online is if I can beat them. You know, some Utopia players, yes, they have pure fucking gas. They run a 40 card Utopia deck with pure gas, pure thing, but their board is just ass. And they have no hand protection. Maybe hand traps, but hand traps aren't protection. I mean, like, if somebody wipes your board, you're dead. Like, there's no extra layer there to protect you like how I have. I build my decks with optimal resources. This is my cash tier Utopia deck mixed with Galaxy Eyes engine and pure Utopia shit. So I can survive a turn, you know. I like to build my deck with optimal resources and different types of variations where, depending on what's in my hand, that I can do, right? For instance, if I even see Galaxy Wave in my hand, they're dead. Okay, there's multiple duels that I don't really want to show because, like, there's no point. Like, they surrendered because, like, they're getting burn damage so low that, like, they figured out, I guess they come to an assumption that I have a burn deck, so they just surrender. Like, I've done that to Pearly, I've done that to Cash many times, you know. I haven't lost to Pearly in the longest time, and it feels good to go first against Pearly, I ain't gonna lie. I have a Floodgate in this deck. I have anti-spell fragrance, so if I draw to that, you can't even activate any fucking spell cards, so you're completely, the opponent completely can't do shit. And if he's just gonna try to use his monster effects to do anything, that's where the negates come in. You see, most decks, they only have 1-2 elements, but my deck has so many varieties. It's like, I make you play, I force you to play in a way where that I predicted, you know. It's not like you can just play any way you want. This version here, I had Tarantula in the deck to also give burn damage when they special summon, like if I get them low. I think I took him out and I put that Infiltractor card where, like, if you have like 3 Xyz monsters on the field, you can link summon, right, and then reset with your Xyz cards. Then I took him out and I replaced him with another card. I just can't remember what it was. I was debating around Zeus and I was debating around something else. Oh. So I'm going to show you guys how dangerous it is letting a Access 8 player get his full turn. So right here, if I was up against a combo deck, he can't really do anything, I would win. I have a trap, spell negate, he can't attack me or he dies. I have Star Liege, none of my cards can be targeted by card effects. Draco can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. And I don't know what that, and I think the trap card face down is cross out designated. So he wouldn't have been able to negate these types of transitions. What time is it? I'm gonna work soon. Level 7. Yeah, gotta work out, but it worked. So, okay, so far so good here. I'm gonna get Galaxy Karibo to my hand. Before, I always used to put Galaxy Eyes, Photon Dragon in things so I get a hand pop. But since I'm up against an Axis 8 deck, it just doesn't make any sense to do that. Because I need optimal reset if he tries to pull anything. So let's see what an Axis 8 player can really do. Alright, so I just got Lava Golem. He Lava Golemed my 2 hand and graveyard negates. Alright, I just got Kaiju. Normally, Utopia players, once their whole board is gone, especially against an Access 8 deck or any deck, they can't really reset. But as an Access 8, if a regular Utopia player is up against an Access 8 deck, they'll surrender because their whole board is going to be wiped. They're going to FTK, right? But that's the whole thing about putting in, look, he just Lava Golem and reset me again. That's the whole point of putting Galaxy Karibo and the Galaxy Engine in your deck. Because it makes my deck more stronger going second now. And it prevents me from getting FT fucking K'd. To me, I think Access 8 players are brain dead. No different than Numeron players. It's the same shit. Numeron players, it's the same shit. They get off your whole field. They harp you. You know, it's just a very easy way to win. You know. But that was the issue that I was having my Utopia decks. I'm like, yeah, they're strong, but there's certain decks out there that can fuck me over. You know, there was times where I was thinking to myself before, like, okay, so here we go. So he's gonna set up Zeus, but right now he wants to do me burn damage, right? He already faced me before, so he knew that, like, he wasn't gonna be able to kill me with Numeron, which is why he didn't summon it. So with Galaxy Karibo, Galaxy Eye special summons from my deck. All the materials from his card go to the graveyard because I banished it, right? Okay. So he can go on Zeus if he wants to, but he can't banish my field now because that was his whole strategy. So now that strategy's fucked over to hell. And I have enough attack power to kill him. So now you guys are going to see what now I can do now. It's fucking my turn now. So I survived the Access 8 bullshit. In his brain, he didn't want to go into Numeron Dragon because it wouldn't have made sense. I would have banished it, would have probably came back and had 0 attack points. Who knows? Who knows? But he wouldn't have been able to FTK me at all. So he was going to go into Zeus and then get rid of my whole field and all that shit. So now we're going to be able to extend. And he can't stop it. The thing I like about... So I already have 1 Galaxy Wave, so I think my goal is to get a second one out, so... I don't know what I'm going to do here. I can't really remember how I killed him here. Destroy. I think he's dead. I think that's 2, 3 is 5, and 1 is 65. That's 65. So at 68, he's gonna be alive with 300 damage. And watch what I'm going to do. This is why Galaxy Wave is so important. So normally, if I had Galaxy Wave right now, he would get another fucking turn. We don't want that. So I have Galaxy Wave on the field. I'm going to first change everything to level 4 unless he has something to counter, you know what I mean? He can't Ash Galaxy Wave. It's already activated and it's not searching any monsters. So that's dead. So boom, my Z7 activates. And even if he had Imperm right there, I could have just activated Galaxy's my Xyz monster's effect to search out another one and Xyz summon again into Rising and then get Leo back or get 99 back or get any of my Xyz monsters to the graveyard back. So, you know, I could have got fucking... So that's the power of just having Galaxy Wave. I just showed you how it was able to not only keep up with an Axis 8 deck, but fucking survive. Okay? Now I'm up against a Sword Soul player. I think I used the Galaxy Wave engine, but I was only able to use one. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when, you know, I'm only able to use one. To me personally, like when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, like the reason I don't use meta is because it's just boring. It's like the only good time to really use meta is like when you're like off plat 1 or maybe off diamond 1. That's probably the best time to use it, just so you don't fall into any bullshit. But to use it consistently, like every game, every duel, up against all my friends, and I would just get bored, because if you're using meta, you're probably going to use a very good meta deck, top like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 at best. And if you're consistently winning with that deck, you're going to get bored of it. Like it's like COD. Like, I'm a Call of Duty player. I'm retired, but when I play, like, let's say I'm playing COD and I'm using the best gun in the game, but I'm already good based off experience, based off of all my knowledge and how long I've been playing the fucking game. I'm gonna get bored, bro. Because, like, giving me the best gun in the game is gonna 100% guarantee me, like, wins. But I like to use other guns, you know, I like to experiment. I don't like just using one thing all the goddamn time. It just gets boring, bro. That's why I can't just use Dragon Link. Like, I'd rather use, you know, Utopia, because Utopia just has everything. It has draw power, it has high attack, it has negates, it has so much support. There's so many different ways you can build your Utopia deck. That's another thing I like. You can add different engines in your Utopia deck to make it stronger. Steals, Galaxy Icon. It doesn't make any sense for me to change my deck. And now I've gotten Utopia to a point where now I can kill you with fucking burn damage. You know what I mean? I can get you low enough that you don't even want to attack me. The moment you attack me, you are dead. And if you don't attack me, you're still dead. So I think this was the Galaxy Wave deck, but with Bystials and with Lebellion in it. So I'm giving you guys different variety. If you guys want the deck with Galaxy and Galaxy Wave and that engine with the Bystials and stuff, because I had the Bystials in here so that when I get 2 level 6s on the field, I go into number 24 or something, which is exactly like Mirror Jade. So once you normal summon your card or special summon a card, I can flip your card face down. Now, if you try to Rengeki this card or beat the card off with Battle Phase, it comes back. If you banish the card, it comes back. That's why I used it. It's still good, but I like how my deck is set up now, I feel like the Bystials and shit, like, it's really debatable whether you want to use it or not. Because I think when I had Bystial and Lebellion, I was running Iron Dragon so that I can lock the extra monster zone and shit. So look at that. He had 8,000 life points. Now he's got 3,000 life points. I'm going to activate Lebellion to get him to search Iron Dragon. So I get him on the field. Bystials work so well with the Utopia deck because you already got your graveyard set up, so you can just start like special summoning out of your asshole, which is really good. Just banish, banish, and then boom, I go into, I think this is number 24. Yeah, just to give that extra burn damage. Yeah. So now he's at 2,000 life points. If I had, like, I don't know, like one of my burner trap cards, which I had before here, that would be great. I think I'm going to get Iron Dragon. And I think I'm going to extra zone lock him one time. So yeah, so now he's permanently extra zone locked. I didn't even know I was up against Sword Soul, but the fact that I extra zone locked him and he's using Sword Soul is good, because now he can't just randomly get his Link 1 and then try to pop something on my field, which I would have been able to negate regardless. This is exactly why I put this clip here, because now you're seeing what the deck was when I had Bystials, Lebellion, Iron Dragon, and number 24 in it. The other duels after, I took Iron Dragon, Lebellion, my Bystials out, and the deck was still performing very, very well. Even more consistent. I gotta message my friend, he keeps sending me invites. Stupid Saiyans inviting me, guys. So like I said, if we can get like 30 likes, it really help me out, really get this deck out to more Utopia players out there that are trying to, you know, climb rank. It's very hard, and it is a fucking journey to figure out how to make, like, you know, I guess an anime deck stronger. So yeah, he's pretty much, he can't do anything.
I never seen a player play so long. He's like, okay, I can't link summon. If I normal summon and activate my effect, he's gonna get it. I extra zone lock him with Iron Dragon. I'll show you the power. Since I have 3 cards.
Let me go first. What?
Target one face up outside the field. You can only target Starlies, you fat bitch! Good, nigga, target what? Surrender. Anyways. Yo, go ahead, target my Starlies. Got it? I'm toxic!
Yo, you wanna duel me?
Sure.
Oh, good.
Wow, if you guys made it this far, like, honestly, slap that like button. I really appreciate it. Another way to, like, obviously when you guys see the deck, it seems like I'm still using the same version with the Bystials and stuff, because I have Vanities here. My next video is going to be Utopia video upon Cashier. I got these 3 insanely fucking clips of, I guess, me going second against Cash, or I think one clip I was going first against Cash, whatever. And they got beat the hell. Overlay Network's a great card because it allows you to target a low 4 monster on the field, especially a low 4 from the hand or graveyard. Very essential for a Utopia deck. I think it pretty much works with any card. Yeah, like if you had a level 6 in the graveyard, does the same thing. If you have level 8 in the graveyard, does the same thing. So like Overlay Network pretty much sets you up. I don't know, like if I had to give you guys my honest opinion on what's better, like running Bystials or running thing. The issue with running Bystials is right now I was able to do, like this is mid combo right here. Mid combo with my counter trap is still very powerful, still very strong. It can still beat a meta board, right? But I like full combo. So not seeing my Bystials in my hand and only level 4s makes it a lot more better. That's why I took it out. Because imagine if those were just level 4s I can use to do full combo, you know? And he maxi challenge. When somebody maxi challenged me, I have to get Xyz Tactics no matter what. Can't remember what deck I'm up against. Oh, I think we're going into, yeah, this is the rank climb. So I think the first opponent I was up against was Cash Tier or Pearly or some shit like that. I think it was something like that. I think it was Cash. If somebody is, if you're a Utopia player and somebody's maxi challenging you, you gotta get Edge Claw because they could have evenly matched. Doesn't make sense to get an extra negate because, like I said, they could have board wipe. Running Sage in your deck would be very optimal too, but you would brick. The more ZW cards you have, the more you brick. You know what I mean? So that's why I only just have the essential, just the trap negate and the spell negate, spell and trap negate. That's pretty much it. I think this is all I can really do right now. I get Iron Dragon to link lock him. And then I think I'm going to get Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord as well on the field. So let's see what's going to happen here. I love Iron Dragon. I don't know why Link players don't really use it that well. And I believe like when the game first started, I was facing Link players that were somewhat using Iron Dragon a little bit, but they stopped, and I don't know why. It's such a good fucking card. So he has Called by the Grave. It's fine. This mid board is enough to pretty much stop any deck. I have number 24 to flip their card over. He comes back regardless of anything. Like look at this fucking hand. Like he's got Ash, he's got Called by the Grave. He surrendered. I don't know why he surrendered. I think I show you his deck right here. I guess he didn't feel he was gonna beat around the board. Yeah, it's a full fucking Cash Tier deck. One Nibiru that he never drew. And he surrendered. There's this video that I had against Cash. I gotta look for it. He had the best going first hand, and he banished half my whole deck. I run a 60 card deck. He banished every card in my deck till I had like 24 cards, and all it took was one evenly matched by me, and he fucking surrendered. The thing about his deck is that every material that was on his card were all the monsters in his deck, and every other card was just spells and traps and shit. So when I evenly matched him, he couldn't do anything. He would have had to wait turn after turn after turn until maybe he got his continuous spell. But even by then, you know, he would have been dead. So right now I'm up against Labyrinth. Personally, if I had to say like I pretty much rank climb the plat 1 with Bystials and Iron Dragon and Lebellion and shit like that. Because going second, I needed Iron Dragon to, you know, pop back row without targeting, you know. Like, see that? The effect still goes through. And the fucked up thing was, I couldn't flip Iron Dragon after I activated it. So he thinks that I'm running, the cool thing about running also, like, the Bastille and Lebellion and shit is they think you're running Dragon Link. So, he probably thought I was running Dragon Link, and now I'm going in full Utopia fucking combo here. This is full combo. Like, if you have Onomatopoeia, Zabuza, and Heroic Call, it's full fucking combo. Especially Astral in your hand, 100%. Because Heroic Call is just the extra extension you need, right?
Tell me about it, man.
So I'm going to my plays.
You ain't the only one, Spark.
He nibs me. Okay, so this is a very good clip here. So
I already activated my assessment here.
he nibs me. I don't think I did normal summon. So the situation is I already normal summoned, so I had to bring him, and then I had to use this to get rid of Sage, and then okay, I got rid of my continuous spell. What am I gonna get though? See how Astral searches everything in my deck? Like, I'm just debating here. I have an Xyz card on the field. I could use the trap card. It didn't let me activate Numeron's Hope, though. For some fucked up reason. This is like me on the verge of, I think, getting the plat 1, I guess. Like, these are like my 5 duels into, or like my 3 duels into being plat 1, or 4 duels, I don't know. So right now, I'm feeling safe because I got 2 level 4s on the field. And I can optimal reset. I thought once I flipped Iron Dragon that he was going to pop the card. And I thought he thought that too. That's why he popped it instead of my level 4. I can't remember what he's doing right now. Yeah, he sent it to my hand. So I'm like, okay. How do I win now? How do I fucking pop off here? I'm like thinking in my head. I'm looking at my graveyard. I'm like, okay, what can I search? You know, like, what can I do? I'm trying to set up a whole row so I could pop his fucking level 8 there and do some plays. This is interesting because you start to see right now, like, okay, this is where, as a Utopia player, you really start to actually think here, like, what can you do? Because it's not like I have 2 Sages in my deck. If I had 2 Sages in my deck, I wouldn't be this concerned. I only put 1 because, like, if I go first, I'm getting, like, full combos, like, whatever, you know, like, I don't run, like, 2 Sages in my deck. Because I have too much extra stuff in my deck to do that. So I'm not wasting space to do all that. Alright. So what am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know why I'm going in the Star Leash here. I'm thinking. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I don't want him to target my card with his little trap cards in the graveyard. And I know how to stop fucking these little trap decks. Is, you know, you put Edge Claw on now, like his little trap shit's not gonna really work anymore. I set. I lure that. I attack. It's 7,000. Oh, I think he's dead here. Yeah, he's at 500 life points now. He doesn't have his field spell. He surrendered. So that was a tough duel. Interruption. I couldn't get full board. So alright, we're going to next match now. Next match is a little more challenging, because we are up against stupid ass Sprite. I have Nibiru in my hand. If it was any other combo deck, this would have fucking been a GG just with Nibiru, bro. But because this stupid Sprite deck and its stupid Xyz monster, I couldn't nib him. It's so yeah, he goes to gigantic Sprite, now I can't fucking nib him. I'm like, oh great. Now I gotta try to beat his board the old-fashioned way, which is not easy. Sometimes my friends say like, oh, like this Sprite, like when I beat Sprite, it's as if they feel that because I'm not using a meta deck, the Sprite player's ass, but he's not ass. He set it up his board normally. It's not as toxic with the link monsters and everything, but he probably didn't really have the best hand. Most people go based off of what their hand is and what they can do, right? He didn't have Nimble Beaver, you know, to extend. He didn't have any of that shit to then link summon. This is all he had. I think the issue is like people are setting up their decks with so much board removal that it's fucking over the engine because of that algorithm, because of that consistency, right? So this is very good because I have triple tactics here. So I'm trying to see what I can do in situations like this. Like, look, he's got 2 face down. Like, bro, when you see his face down cards and everything, you're gonna realize that he basically had 3 fucking negates. You know what I mean? Or 3 or 2 negates. And if you look at a Sword Soul deck, you know, it only takes 3 or 2 negates for them to fucking win matches, you know. It's not easy playing through 3 or 2 negates, especially with a hand like this. So he imperned me. Since it's not a monster effect, the trap card doesn't activate. So it all depends on here. It all depends on like me activating this and, you know, him negating it. So I don't know if I get rid of Called by the Grave or if I get rid of triple tactic thrust. Okay, so I'm taking a gamble here with that. Because I'm like, I said to myself, like, if I activate Automata Pickup, he would have Ashed that if he had Ash. And I'm pretty sure they can only negate monster effects. So. I'm just trying my best to just bait out his little fucking one monster negate right there, bro. I'm activating everything. I'm doing everything. He's not negating my shit. He's not activating his fucking elf. He's not doing anything. So I'm like, Jesus, okay, so I gotta try to do like full at least. He doesn't negate that. I'm like, okay, so I guess
This kid knows what's in my hands, Sparky. He's
we're
not
gonna go
activating
full
anything.
combo then.
Not activating elf, not activating anything. This motherfucker knows what's in my hands. He's cheating, bro. Yes, I fucking wanted to, like...
Like, he's just not activating it. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh. If you guys made it this far, man, just leave a like and a comment on, you know, just what your thoughts are on my deck and stuff like that. Triple tactic thrust. You can run it at a 3. It'll make your Utopia deck like pretty much unbreakable, especially if you have that in Small World. Because they activate the effect to stop, you know, your plays or something like that. Triple tactic thrust can just reset you back. So, you know, like you can get fucking monster reborn. You know, there's so many fucking spells you can get to extend off with, just to continue with your plays. So the game's holding him and is on my side pretty well here. Like right after fighting Labyrinth, you know, the game's actually on my side here and I can actually do some plays. He don't want to waste his negate. So I don't know if I go into Starliege or if I go into Mathmac. I think I'm gonna try to burn him. I can't remember if he negates this. I can't remember if he negates this or not. I can't remember if he used his negate to stop this. Like he saw Galaxy Eye Tyrant, he's like, nah. Yeah, he saw Galaxy Eye's Tyrant. He's like, all right, yeah, now's the best time to negate him because I don't want him to banish my extra deck or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. Trying to think what I need. I think I get Small World, I'm not sure. Or Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial would be a good extension. I can send Clown, yeah. Yeah, so we're popping off here. I send Clown. Clown comes back. What time is it? I do want to work out. 12:40. Yeah, so we're just, yeah. Because I think I was going to try to just burn him as much as I can, burn him low, and then attack him. But you're going to be surprised on what card he has face down here. It's a good thing I didn't try to straight go into 99 and shit. So watch this. So now he's activating Elf. You see, he's playing just like me. He's waiting for the right time to do things, do plays, and activate shit. Like, he's not a dumb bitch. He's not just activating random shit like any normal player. Because this is I think this is Plat 2. And after I win this match, then I'm 1 win away from being Plat 1. I think that's what this is. I think the next match is my rank up game. Or this match is my rank up game. I have no idea. Cash Tier Labyrinth. No, this match is my rank up game to Plat 1. I can't remember. I think it is. If I'm looking at the time here, yeah. This is my rank up game. So, he activates this trap card that I've never seen before and basically steals. He basically steals my Draco. Forever. Like, with full negates and everything. And I'm like, okay. Let me chain activate this real quick. Hold on. Get Leo on the field real quick. So he takes my card, which is fine. And I activate, since he has that, I activate Numeron Hope. This just shows you the difference between how I do it with Utopia, how a lot of other people do it with Utopia, because I go by variety, extension. Now that I have Giant Head on the field, he's not negating this effect and stealing my fucking card. Kid's not dumb. And I'm like, alright, I'm going to put an extra negate on the field. I'm going to activate Small World. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to get to my head here. I banish the dragon. And I think I get my Bystial. So I get him, Magnemite. Yeah. I like we're playing gay, right? Because you see, if Giant Hand negates your card, you're permanently fucking negated. So I'm like, alright, we extending here. Hold on. So yeah, I would suggest you use Bystials. You use this version of my Utopia deck to get you to plat 1. And then when you get to plat 1, just use a meta deck. Win one match, get to diamond, and then go back to using your Utopia deck. Or get somebody that knows how to use that meta deck to get you to diamond 5 or whatever, and then thing. Because when I got to plat 1, the 3 games that I got, I went second against Full Sprite. I think I fought Sprite twice, going second, and Labyrinth. And that's what I just told my friend, like, yeah, just fucking just get. So he gets on Dragon Link. He goes through some tough ass matches with Dragon Link. But since he's an expert with the deck and not like, you know, like a noob like me, with the weirdest or brickiest hand, he can turn to full board. So he was able to fight through all those gay decks that I had to go up against, and I got to diamond. So that's going to be a consistent thing, because, like, you know, every time I get to plat 1, my rank up game I brick, or, you know, they make me go second. So, like, I'm just tired of that inconsistency there, you know. So right now, he's fucked, because I have a banish now. I have 3 negates. Wait, I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 negates, a banish, and he can't attack my card or his life points go down to 0. And he kills himself. So let's see how he plays through this now. The only reason why I was able to put up this board is because I built up my deck with extra resources and extensions. I don't just build my deck with just level 4 monsters and gas. I need extensions and resets in case they activate Ash, or they stop my play, or they activate Imperm, or they activate something, because I need to make sure that I'm safe next turn. So he goes to Exceed Summons, activates, I banish that fucking card. He surrendered. I gotta show you this clip. I gotta show you this clip. I gotta show you this clip, Sparky. I gotta show you this clip, Sparky. I gotta show you this clip. Oh my god, I'm plat 1. Alright, editing, it's time, bro. Let's get to diamond. I did the work. I need your hustle now. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. So that's me running amok in plat. Next you're gonna see me and Diamond running amok, beating up on Cash tier. Tune in and have a great day. Peace.